everyone, my name is Anthem's Sirens, and this is an unscripted and improvised video. I normally do unscripted and improvised videos for Anthem's quickies, but this kind of subject does not deserve a short, but rather a full-length video. And I had a lot to say on this, and I'm going to try and conduct it to you completely unscripted with the help of my little handy-dandy notes. So we're going to be talking about the new Netflix anime, Devil May Cry. Now, some background. I'm a pretty casual fan of the Devil May Cry series. I actually got into the series, I want to say sometime around 2013, I want to say. I was first beginning my weeb phase, and one of my friends was a big fan of the DMC games, the Devil May Cry games, obviously, with my first exposure of it being the anime series, because I was first starting my weeb phase, and I'm like, oh, Devil May Cry, I know about that game series, but I never played it. I may as well watch the anime. I eventually did watch the anime, but I also played the games. And needless to say, I became a fan. When I heard that Netflix was making an anime series based on Devil May Cry, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, let's give it a go. And so the original creator, Adi Shankar, and I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing that, it seemed kind of interesting. He seemed very hyped about this project, more so than probably anyone who's watched the teaser. I'll get to him in a little bit, but you know, it looks kind of neat. They said they were going to partner with like Studio Mir, but then I heard like he doesn't have the best reputation among the internet. I'll get to that in a little bit. So the first teaser came out, I'm like, okay, see what we're doing. And then I was actually a little slightly put off by Dante's design. I don't know what it is, but something about his hair just kind of like having that weird split. It just feels a little off-putting. I'm so used, me and a bunch of other people kind of like it when Dante's hair is like more longer and kind of getting a little bit into his eyes. And I know Devil May Cry 5 Dante, he didn't really have that style either. He had that, you know, long to the side style. And I don't know if they were trying to replicate that or whatnot, but you know, it was a little off. But you know what? This is not what put me off. It was a series of factors that kind of put me off. So afterwards, the voice for Dante got revealed, and then we learned it was Johnny Young Bosch. Now don't get me wrong, I like Johnny Young Bosch. He's a good actor. He's done some good voice performances, but here's the thing. If you are a Devil May Cry fan, and Adi Shankar, the creator of this show, along with working on Castlevania Nocturne, he chose Johnny, who actually voices Nero in the game series. So why did he pick someone who already voices an established character to be the main character? And mind you, Nero's not just some one-off side character who was just cast aside and never saw again. No, Nero became a mainstay, especially in 4 and 5. So it doesn't make sense though. And it even further doesn't make sense when you watch the opening and they reference Nero's weapon in Devil May Cry 5. The weapon he uses in Devil May Cry 5. I know, I'm pretty sure his name for it, but it's kind of blanking on me. Oh, you're a fake fan. Shut the hell up. Anyways, it's just all the more confusing. Like, as far as I know, as far as what's been confirmed, right now, only Lady from the games is coming, and it's just Dante. Those are the only two characters. They say Patty or the waitress from the anime, the Madhouse anime, which I would absolutely love to talk about one day. But those are the only recurring characters. So it just has me wondering, if Nero's going to appear, are you going to try and force Johnny to do two voices? Because hearing is Dante, I don't hear Dante. I hear Nero, and it just gets more confusing. Like, it really does. In fact, the other day, there was a tweet by Adi Shankar saying Ruben Langdon, who's the original voice of Dante, is the GOAT, but he used the GOAT emoji. Well, here's the thing. If Ruben Langdon is such a good actor, why did you not get him as Dante for your anime and instead get frickin' Johnny Young Bosch as Nero? Again, no hate to Johnny. He's a good actor, but it's not right. And Dante has had other actors in the past. Like Devil May Cry 1 and 2, Dante had different actors, and they were good. What, did they quit voice acting or die or something? I haven't researched this, so editor me, feel free to make fun of me or something. Like, what happened? Why? Could you not find someone else to like do a great Ruben Langdon impression or something? No, don't get me, again, Johnny did say that he was selected too, and I'm not trying to shit on Adi Shankar. I got nothing against him personally. But you just have to ask yourself, you know, for being such a huge Devil May Cry fan, why are you getting somebody who voices an established character to voice the main character? Like, if Nero makes an appearance, are you gonna get like someone like Bryce Papenbrook to like do Nero if he ever appears, which he's probably not gonna appear? It gets worse. So Devil May Cry was always a goofy series. I'm not gonna deny that. That's one of the appeals of it. It's about this goofy goofy guy, this goofy guy who looks like an edgelord, but he's able to throw a quip in while fighting, well, I'm obviously talking about Dante. He throws in a quip while fighting demons, and, you know, that's normal. That's the normal Devil May Cry series. However, they essentially flanderized the goofy parts. Like, the most recent preview is Dante fighting these demons. I mean, he throws in a quip saying that, wow, look, the Three Stooges showed up in town or whatever, which was a reference in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm not going to deny that. But then after he kills them, he goes up to the lady he saves and says, I actually had this one-liner, but I completely forgot. What the actual hell? I mean, again, Devil May Cry was always a goofy series. Dante always threw in a quip. But he didn't have like a, wow, that just happened kind of deal. Like, he always had some sincerity. And yeah, it wasn't the books that he did wince at a few of his quips, but he went along with it. He didn't just have him completely stop. Like, imagine if in Devil May Cry 3, when he's going to fight the Cerberus, he's like, man, I can't believe I'm acting like this guy's a pooch or something. Like, imagine if he just, every time he kept going, oh, who's a good doggy? He'd be like, can you believe this shit right here? Like, it's just like that Marvel tier, wow, that just happened writing that a lot of people are getting sick of. I mean, myself included is getting sick of. Like, there's no sincerity anymore. Like, you have to play it like it's ironic or something, or else, God forbid, you're called cringe or whatever. And it just doesn't, it just feels like they're trying to turn Dante into more of an ironic. I mean, again, he always was quippy and funny, but you pretty much just turned it up to 11. And I'm not trying to say Devil May Cry should embrace more serious stuff. Like, when Devil May Cry is serious, it does get pretty serious. And it's very present within the anime and even some portions of the game as well. So it has me very nervous about where this series is going to be taken to. Well, the Netflix anime series. And by the way, I keep saying anime in quotations because, well, for starters, the thing was made in America, and, you know, Japan is, you know, anime is made in Japan. Yeah, I know the Castlevania Netflix show counts as anime as well. And by the way, I want to point out, it sounds like I've been shitting on Adi Shankar throughout the video, but I don't hate him. I did some research on it, and, you know, he has his highs, but he also has his lows. And, you know, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, but he just really missed lately. I mean, he worked on like the Castlevania shows, which I liked the first Castlevania series, but I didn't like Castlevania Nocturne. I thought it was boring. I dropped it after 4 episodes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought Nocturne was boring. And yeah, he definitely seems very enthusiastic about it. He's like saying, "Oh, I love Dante. I love Devil May Cry. It's good for him. You know, I'm glad about it." But it does, seeing what I've seen so far of Devil May Cry, it makes me wonder, what the hell are you doing? Did you maybe not think about this or something? All right. Again, I don't hate the dude. I don't hate the dude. I'm pretty sure I met him in real life. He'd be a pretty chill guy. I guess the final nitpick / concern is the opening. Now, if you've been on the internet long enough, you know that they are making the official opening to the Devil May Cry Netflix anime is freaking Limp Bizkit rolling. Now, here's the thing. I want to point this out real quickly. I like the song Rollin'. It's a nice song. I don't care that's hated or that Limp Bizkit or Fred Durst ate a baby or something. Like, yeah, that song is corny, it's cheesy, but I love it. And every time I'm driving and I've turned that song on the radio, I blast that shit out, man. But it should not go with Devil May Cry, and I don't think it accompanies the visuals either. But Anthem, you said that freaking Devil May Cry is quippy and goofy. This is perfect for Devil May Cry. Okay, sure, but like, I don't think of like rap rock wannabe gangster stuff when I think of Devil May Cry. I think of more like metal, you know, hard rock. And, you know, you could throw in some butt rock. And they're like, there's a ton of other butt rock bands you could have picked if you wanted a licensed song. You could have done Breaking Benjamin. You could have done Disturbed. You could have done Five Finger Death Punch. You could have done Seether. Like, but you picked Limp Bizkit. And yeah, I know Limp Bizkit's a staple of the 2000s. And so is the Devil May Cry series and, you know, the PS2. But come on. Did you really have to be Limp Bizkit? You know, I mean, I like the song Rollin', but I like Devil May Cry, but those two just don't go together. Like, it might have been nice in Little Timmy's AMV or whatever, but it just doesn't fit Devil May Cry, and it just really cements the fact that they're focusing more on like the wacky wahoo pizza humor of Devil May Cry, which I don't mind. You know, again, Devil May Cry has always been a silly series, but this is just too much. I mean, the thing with the way I've always seen Devil May Cry is a stylish, awesome action series with a quippy character with an interesting past. Now, I'm pretty sure they are going to touch on Dante's past. I don't know how, I don't know if this show's even going to be canon to the games. Yeah, he still has the qualities of Dante, like the quips, the pizza love, and, you know, all that fun jazz. But again, it feels like they're turning him into a Marvel character. Like, yeah, I get DMC3 Dante was a lot more younger and more quippy, but this is like Dante written by, and I hate to use this term, a millennial, like a Joss Whedon, like, oh, we have to be goofy for the sake of being goofy, because I don't think anyone will take us seriously. I mean, it's like I said before, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of sincerity nowadays, and I feel like that's also what made Dante appealing. Like, when he threw in a quip, yeah, he winced about it, but, you know, he didn't let that stop him. And at best, I think this show is just going to be average. Like, I don't think I'm going to hate it. I can't really bring myself to hate it, but I can't bring myself to be excited about it. I don't know if I'm going to be watching this. I might watch it, depending if my roommate is interested in watching it. You know, I'll probably join him along for that. But I don't feel too confident in this show, and I think it's just going to be average at best. But hey, if it's really going to suck as everyone says it'll suck, we always can go back to this. To those who are excited for this show, I'm happy for you. I genuinely am. I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I am genuinely happy you are excited for the show. I wish I could feel the same excitement and joy you are, but I hope videos like this just don't ruin your excitement for this show. I know it sounds like I'm being hard on this show, but it just doesn't seem appealing to me. And I can understand where a lot of the criticism comes from. Like, I have a feeling if I do watch it, I'll probably yeah, it's fine, but I'm probably going to forget about the next day. I mean, as much as I like the first Castlevania series on Netflix, I don't remember a lot of it. I'm sorry, I don't remember much of it. It was good, but yeah, it was good. I thought it was enjoyable. I don't really remember much of it, and that's how I feel what Devil May Cry Netflix is going to be, or as I might call it for the rest of the year or whatever, Netflix May Cry, because, you know, that's what it is. It's a Netflix television series made for Netflix. And again, I got nothing against the people working on the show, but I'm just not too thrilled about it. And again, if you're excited, I'm happy. Go enjoy your show, and don't let people like me like ruin your enjoyment. I'm just trying to state my opinion. That's all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for enjoying this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a thumbs up or dislike it if you dislike it. Comment down below what you thought of this video, what you think of this show. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? Let me know down below. Let's get a conversation going, or you know, you can just throw in a stupid little meme in there and there. My next video will most likely definitely be scripted, but I just kind of wanted to get this out here because I had some thoughts on this Netflix May Cry anime, well, cartoon or whatever. If you want to see more inconsistent content by me, be sure to hit that subscribe button because it knows that people want to watch my video and it makes me really, really happy. Also follow me on Twitter/X because that's kind of the only social media I have at the moment. And yeah, that's about it. Bye.